Alright, so what am I trying to accomplish today? A kind of like a tousled glowy look. Flawless glowy skin, kind of genre-y makeup. So that's kind of where I'm going today, I think. If I look this way, it's because I have my giant mirror here. My beautiful, beautiful mirror is right here. And I am placing this camera right here. So I already did my blowout with my Dyson. I used the curling attachment. I feel like it's a good base for the tusseledness that we want to achieve. But for now, I'm just going to put it up like that. Very cute, very nice. And yeah, on today's agenda is just to kind of chit chat about show plans. If you are new here or just like don't really know what the heck I'm talking about or what the heck I do, I recently won my IFBB Pro card in Wellness in July, and it is now January, so it's been like a 6-month off season thus far, which is just like where you build muscle and try to just like better your physique. I also really wanted a longer off season because I had a lot of like hormonal imbalances last season and just want to give my body ample time to like recover from that. So that's what I've been doing, and I've been lifting quite a bit and improving most of my lifts, and it's just been a splendid off season so far. So that's very good. That makes me very happy. 2022 is where I plan to do my pro debut, like because I wanted to make sure that I have the longer off season that my body deserves. If you guys can hear my cat, I believe he has a toy because that's his I have a toy meow. So yeah, very cute. I should probably check on him, huh? Yeah, so because I wanted to just give my body the off season it deserves, I've been contemplating like when I really should be starting to look at shows. When the IFBB schedule came out, I was all over that. And so I wrote down all the shows that are in the US because realistically I do not think I would be traveling abroad for any shows in 2022. Unfortunately, most of these shows seem to be like around spring, summer, and like August-ish. Like that is when there's the most shows, and then there's like 2 or 3 shows in the fall, at least currently, for IFBB Wellness. So it essentially boils down to if I want to compete in more shows but have a shorter off season, or just do the 2 shows that I would be able to do in like October, November-ish. Obviously, the goal for any IFBB competitor is to compete at the Olympia, and so the more shows you do, the more, I guess, the more opportunity you would have to qualify. But at the end of the day, a good physique should triumph over like amount of shows, if you're being smart about things. So me and my coach decided to build a bit longer and just aim for the October and November slot of competitions. Right now it is looking like I'll still be in off season, improving my physique for another 3 to 4 months probably, then starting prep around like April/May, and now it's like January, so okay, 4 to 5 months of off season still, which is a long time. I feel like we would be able to really pack on some nice quality muscle in that time frame, so that's very exciting. Mentally, I'm like super ready to compete already. Like I cannot wait for prep and cardio and all of that stuff, probably because like we've moved to New York City where I just can't wait to do cardio outside and stuff, and getting steps in is like way easier than where we used to live in Columbus, Ohio. So it's gonna be a very fun prep, and obviously I have my OG home gym here, well, one of my OG home gyms, I guess, where kind of everything started for me. So it's gonna be a very, very fun prep when the time comes. I think I'm gonna go a little nuts and go in with 2 highlighters today. So this first one is a little bit more champagne colored from Becca, I think. Yeah, Becca. The other one is from Kylie Cosmetics, and it's more like icy, and I just love this one. Like if there was only one highlighter for me for the rest of my life, this would probably be it. That is my base. Nothing crazy about that. I almost forgot my setting powder. Setting powder. And while that is baking, I will just go in with a little bit more of my bronzer. Maybe that's enough. Try to not go super crazy since I already applied some of my, what's it called? Some of my highlighter. And just take a little dab of the leftovers and sweep it right here. Now, because we're not done glowing yet, I will just sweep a little bit more of my dear Kylie. Now it is time for the setting spray round 1. I usually do 1 round when my base is done, and then I do a second little spritz when I've done my ice. I will do 2 setting sprays. This one is from Beauty Act by Kix right here, and I like it because it gives you a very nice dewy glowy finish, but I don't want it everywhere. Like I don't want it in this little triangle, so I am just going to cover that part of my face And then I will go in with my Ride or Die Urban Decay All Nighter into the middle of my face. One of these days, I'm gonna invest in one of those fancy handheld fans. Now I will do my eyeballs. I will, for the most part, use this from Charlotte Tilbury. It is a beautiful, beautiful palette. It's a mini palette, so it's got like 1 matte, 3 super pretty shimmery ones. But since we're going for a glowy look today, I will just go all in, I guess. So anyway, where were we? I was talking about shows, right? So the first show that I would like to compete at is in Reno, Nevada. Obviously, things can change. That's the beauty of following like the IFBB Pro schedule, is that you don't really have to be ready for a pro qualifying show, like a national show. Like, if you feel like you're not ready by a certain date on the pro schedule, you can just move on to the next date. Or vice versa, if you feel like you're ready earlier, you can just like spontaneously choose to do another show. So anything can happen at this point, but the general timeline idea for me right now is that we are looking at October as my first show. And then there's 2 shows in November that are unfortunately both on the same day, but they both seem super fun. So I don't really know which one I would prefer to do. One is in Florida, one is in Arizona. I've always wanted to go to Arizona. I think it looks beautiful. So that would be cool, but Florida is much closer and like probably a nicer flight from New York City, so I don't really know. It's nothing I have to stress about right now. My first initial priority will of course be to keep building muscle and staying injury free and healthy and keeping my hormones at a good place and making sure I hit my macros, i.e. not lose weight like I did over Christmas. In summation, what am I doing these next 4 to 5 months of off season? My focus will be to always progress week by week and set by set in the gym. I'll also try to make sure to like keep my posing fresh and fluid. It's not always super easy to do posing practice in the off season because you can't really see any lines. So you probably will end up adjusting a lot when you are lean enough to see lines and stuff, but it's still good to like practice things such as transitions and walking and confidence and everything in between. So I've made it a habit to do at least 1 round of quarter turns after each gym session, and also do like a full-on posing session every Sunday, just so that I never skip a beat or whatever it's called. Keep it at the front of my mind, so to speak. Okie dokie. That is my eyes, essentially only using this. And I use this as a transitional color sort of thing. If you were interested, I will want to take a brow break and do my brows. I've been doing my brows for many, many years using the exact same tools, more or less. And that is the Dip Brow from Anastasia and this thing and some sort of eyebrow gel, which varies a lot. Sometimes if I'm feeling crazy, I'll just use a mixture of colored brow gel and clear brow gel. And now I have not like dyed my eyebrows in a very long time. You can see they are totally almost see-through. So this probably calls for some uncolored brow gel as well. Tinted brow gel, I think it's called. I will go with relatively okay brows today. This one is better than this one, but I feel like that always happens. I feel like sometimes I get too eager and or like I have like a little bit of a shiver and then shit just happens to the other brow. That doesn't happen to the first brow. If we wanted to circle back to the topic of today, aka competition plans, we could also discuss goals. What kind of goals I have set for my first season and my pro debut in general. So I think it's important to have like multiple goals per season, like not just become a pro or win a pro show or win the Olympia or whatever it may be. So I've broken my goals down so that maybe I'll reach 3 out of 10 or 9 out of 10 or whatever it may be. One of the goals is just like simply just to have my pro debut, like just do a pro show. Like that in itself is very huge to me, and like that has been my focus ever since I won my pro card in July. Like just I really want to compete on a pro stage, just see what I look like next to all these women that I've admired for so long and that I'm now like competing with. That in itself is just a very magical feeling. So that is obviously my biggest goal of 2022 in terms of competing, is just to compete at a pro show. Let's pause while I do my wing. Okay, time to select eyelashes. And this is where I keep my lashes. Comes with the perk of having all your lashes in the same place, which is very nice, but it also means that you have no idea what lashes they are if you do like them and want to buy more. So I don't know yet how I feel about this setup, but it saves a lot of space. So that's what we're doing. So I'm gonna go with these lashes, and obviously I have no idea what they are, but I do know that I've been loving using the Kiss strip lashes that are like, the band is like a no-show band, whatever it's called, because they are so flexible and like tiny and you can barely see the band, which I really like, and makes application very easy as well. So chances are very high that this is one of those lashes. Could also not survive without this little tool that I thought I had lost like last week, but it turned out it was just very well hidden. That's when I discovered that life would be very difficult without this little lash tool, or at least life when it comes to an eyelash lover. The second one, I always start with the eye I'm not as good at, which is my right eye, because I am left-handed, because then the other one is such a breeze, you know what I mean? I think it was Mark Twain who said, eat a live frog in the morning and that's the worst thing you'll have to do all day, or something like that. It's like an expression, and that's essentially how I philosophy about my eyelashes. If you do the worst one first, everything is up from there. And that's the lashes, and I feel like that's it for my face. Obviously, I'm going to sheen this up a little bit more before I do the last round of setting spray and my hair. And for my lips, I am not gonna do anything super duper crazy. I will just use a kind of like a, it's like a lip balm, tinted lip balm, lip gloss sort of thing. I got this in Paris. I've had these for years and years and years and years, and I love them so much. I got these two colors. They're Clarins, like little, they're called Natural Lip Perfectors. So I'm gonna use this color, and I'm thinking this lip pencil with it, just to kind of get a nice lippy contour thing going here without being too in your face. Okay, that is that. One last round of this, just to pull everything together. For my hair, like obviously if you do not have a fresh blowout or your hair is just like straight or something, you can just do a messy low bun and just pull like the key pieces and curl the key pieces. I can insert a photo of when I did that back in the day, a couple years ago maybe. But I think I'm going to go with a cute little clasp. So something like that, just pull and grab some pieces. This one needs a little extra curl. Something like this. If you want to go really crazy, at the Paris airport I also bought this, which is like a hair, skin, and body oil sort of thing, which just makes me feel like I'm covered in gold, because that's kind of essentially what it is. So you can just sploot that on your upper body if you're wearing a tube top or crop top of any kind like I am, because I feel like the Tousled glow look is completed only if you wear something strapless. Never mind the redness that occurs as soon as I graze my upper body with anything. That'll fade. Any excess glitter I'm just gonna squeeze into my hair. This part of my hair really took that tousled part literally. Yeah, this is my finished look. And to kind of circle back again to where I left off, I feel like these get ready with me videos, I'm not very good at them because I get too into the look or the blabbing, so I can't really multitask in that regard. But to sum up, continue on the goals and stuff. Goal 1 is obviously just to do my pro debut. Goal 2 would be to place, which is like a top 5 at a pro show. Would be like very, very cool. Goal 3 would be like to win a pro show and to like qualify for the Olympia. And then another goal would be to go to the Olympia, and so on and so on and so on. So there's a lot of mini goals that you can set for yourself pertaining to placing and like external things like that. But then you also have so many goals when it comes to yourself. Like, I want to have a really great walk that I am like confident in. I want to have a super nice personal routine, like posing routine. And I want to have a really sharp glute ham tie-in, like the teardrop. So pretty. And so on and so on and so on. I have so many goals, I cannot even keep track. But the point is, the 2022 season is a few months away for me. Can't wait, but also I really want to make stellar improvements these last few months of improvement season so that I can really just bring a really improved package and physique for the next time I step on stage. So that is it for this little all over the place chit-chatty get ready with me / pro debut plan video. I don't even know what I mentioned, so if you have any questions, please let me know. This was a very spontaneous video for me. I don't really have anything planned that I wanted to discuss. So let me know if you have any questions. I'll talk to you soon.